Hello everybody. I'm making this video in response to the large amount of messages that I've received, plus all of the comments on the articles that have been published on me lately. Those of us that are suffering from fluoroquinolone toxicity syndrome and are floxed hear that our illness is rare. I know that it's infuriating, because we know otherwise. We know that it's not as rare as people think. And unfortunately, we are the ones that are harmed by these fluoroquinolones, and yet the burden is on us to educate others and make them aware of how frequent this illness is. Many of the reasons for this rare classification include what I'm about to mention. First of all, the FDA reports that there is a 1 to 2% chance of adverse reactions. The FDA has also admitted in their FDA Adverse Events Reporting System, FAERS, that their data is flawed, that their data contains duplicate records, it's not reviewed. So right there, we know the data from the FDA is mediocre at best. The second issue is that the data that the FDA receives is self-reported. So we have to report that we've been harmed by fluoroquinolone, self-report. And this is unfortunate because sometimes we're too sick to report, and other times we're too traumatized to report, or maybe we feel like reporting it isn't going to make a difference anyway because we've been getting sick for years and no one has made any changes. Another reason is due to the lack of data, and that is really because of the lack of medical codes, ICD-10 codes. If we were seeing doctors and they were using the appropriate codes for fluoroquinolones, that would gather the data we need to show the prevalence of this illness. But obviously, you know, that's something that's currently being worked on. The other reason that the numbers are underreported is because many people do not realize that they are suffering from fluoroquinolone toxicity. They don't realize that they're floxed because it did not happen right away. A final reason why it is also considered rare is because when you take that 1 to 2% number, it looks really small. So people say, oh, it's only 1 to 2% of the population. However, there are millions of fluoroquinolone prescriptions written every year. And so while that percentage number may be low, the actual number of people harmed is significant due to the amount of prescriptions prescribed. So with all that being said, the point of this message is to say, I don't think the media has any ill intentions when they're saying that adverse reactions to fluoroquinolones is rare. They're just going off of what they're seeing and what's being reported. So I'm asking everybody, when you see posts about the rarity of our condition, post as many comments as possible, get your stories out there so they're seeing that it's not as rare as they thought. The next thing is that we really need to be armed with the correct information. And the correct information is this. Per the FDA, fluoroquinolones are the most disabling antibiotic on the market. In 2015, the FDA had a list of the top disabling antibiotics, and the top 6 were all fluoroquinolones. Additionally, the FDA open reporting system shows that fluoroquinolones have the most adverse reactions reported. Fluoroquinolones have 4 times more adverse effects than the next medication on their list. And the next medication is not an antibiotic, it's a corticosteroid. Also from the FDA is that 87% of people that experience an adverse effect experience severe events leading to disability and in some cases death. I've been making so many videos and getting my story out there, not only to advocate for us, but to show that this is not rare. We just need to educate these folks using the facts that are available to us through the actual organization that oversees these drugs, the FDA. So we need to use their data to show the harmful effects of fluoroquinolones. We need to share our stories. We need to shout it from the rooftop so everybody hears. Just in the same way that they prescribe these massive quantities of fluoroquinolones, we are a massive quantity too that can speak up and share our stories so they know this is not as rare as they think. It takes a long time to change people's minds. It takes a long time to change culture. So this is not going to happen overnight. We just have to keep pushing. We have the momentum. People are already starting to listen. Keep telling your stories. Don't stop. No matter how many times you tell the story, keep saying it. Keep commenting. People are going to come around. Eventually. It may take a while, but they will come around. We just can't stop. The minute we stop, they win. If there are any doctors or media personnel watching, please understand where we're coming from. To the news media that has been helping share my story and get the word out, and to some doctors that have also been reposting my story and sharing, I just want to say thank you for helping our cause. I don't want that point to be lost in this video. We have something today that we can use to our advantage that we didn't have a decade ago, and that is social media. And this is using the social media platform for positive purposes to educate the public and to raise awareness for our cause. So thank you.